what would happen if creatures could come in even stronger? But once they are unleashed, there is no going back. Let's talk about Rakdos' most aggressive mechanic. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Commander Class episode 161. Today we're going to be going over the keyword Unleash. I'm going to explain what the mechanic does, cool things about it, and then showing off some of the coolest cards that have the keyword ability. Going over some of the coolest rules and mechanics that come with the keyword, what you should and shouldn't do with it. To answer the big question, is this worth it in Commander? When it comes to this keyword, it is very aggressive and quite powerful, but comes with a huge downside. This is Commander Class episode 161, but before we get right into it, a small little plug. If you like me and what I do and want to help out support the channel, there's two things you can do. One, like and subscribe like every YouTuber asks for, or two, buy yourself something nice with my small little Etsy page. Pretty much everything that comes from it helps buy new lighting, camera, equipment and stuff like that to make better content for you. So what is Unleash? It is mainly found in Rakdos colors, and if you don't know what that is, it is black and red. Whenever a creature with Unleash enters the battlefield, you're going to make a choice. Does this creature enter with a +1/+1 or doesn't it? If it gets the +1/+1 counter, it's a little bit more powerful but comes with a downside. That creature cannot block. But the cool thing about it is that it is optional, so you get to choose if you want to put the counter on it or not. So you get the choice of a stronger creature that cannot block or a weaker creature that can block. And when it enters, it does not use the stack. And if you have a way to get rid of 1/1 counters on your creatures, it then is able to block. It is as long as there is a +1/+1 counter on it. So even if you don't unleash and put a 1/1 counter on the creature later on, it then cannot block. So it is a mechanic if you decide to use, you kind of need to proliferate a lot and go fully into it, or kind of not use it at all. It's kind of all in or all out, there's no in between. When it comes to this, decks with a lot of proliferate and counter synergy goes really well, or stuff with counter doubling effects. So something enters, it gets two +1/+1 counters on it, which is way better than just a singular one. And you can't have a double not block ability, so you get an additional benefit, so I do like it when it comes to that. When it comes to this keyword, there isn't many cards with the ability, and all of them are in Rakdos, but majority of them are common or uncommon. There's only maybe a handful of rares, and there's 2 playable commanders with this keyword ability. But if you've seen none of these cards or can't think of any from the top of your head, I'll be going over some now. You get cards just like Carnival Hellsteed, Chaos Imps, Tessic Judith's Hellhound, Ixava Rakdos' Blood Witch. So Unleash is a older mechanic and it was good at the time. Now I find with creatures entering with +1/+1 counters on them anyway, without a downside is not the best. It is a keyword that most players forget about and forget it exists because there's very limited cards with it and it doesn't do a lot to help out with Thing. Later on, or roughly the same time, they released Riot, which is kind of the same but different, and I will make a video on that. It is aggressive but not that much aggressive, especially if the creature doesn't have haste. And when it comes to Commander, it's a multiplayer game, so blocks really do help, so it's kind of not worth it for an extra damage or 2 when you're then taking an extra 4 or 5 or plus damage because your creature can't block. Plus, with the amount of cards put a 1/1 count on target creature, you can make it that your opponent that has Unleash on the thing but didn't decide to activate it, you can then make that creature unblockable and then attack going, you can't block with your creature now. It is one of the weakest keywords in Magic the Gathering in my opinion, and I don't see them really doing much with it. They may throw it in on a card or 2 for nostalgic reasons, but I can't see this being absolutely broken or a hard focus for a Commander deck. When it comes to this, it's playable, it's usable, but not the best. It makes it that it is a little bit aggressive, but not hugely. I think they should make a opposite version where it's your creature gets a -1/-1 counter on it, but cannot be blocked. Would be a cool variation of it. But overall, I'm going to give this keyword a 5.8 out of 10. I think it's a cool idea. It is on theme when it comes to the game itself, but it's not overly broken or amazing. But if you like this keyword and have any cool ideas, let me know in the comments down below what you think of it, and all that other stuff we always ask for. While you're down there, remember to like and subscribe and do all the YouTubey things that we always ask for too. And as always, if you like this Commander's class, I have last week's Commander class here, a playlist of all the Commander classes I make here, and a subscribe button here, and I will see you all in the next Commander class.